Hello. So I am a minute early. I think I am a minute early. Oh no, I'm right on time. Look at that. I'm just going to do the technology side of things. But I am Emma from Emma's Happy Place. Website is emmashappyplace.co.uk, and the Facebook group is Emma's Happy Place Arts and Crafts. So I'll leave that up for a second, then I'll change it, and then we'll knock it off all together. Tonight we're going to colour. More specifically, I don't know how to say it anyway. More colouring how I colour. I don't claim to be an expert. Basically, crafting is just what I'm obsessive about. I love it. This is just what I've learned from watching other people over the years. Obviously, school a little bit, you know. Tracy, you can start a new one, you know. You log in. Sorry, I'm just doing the technology thing. I'm useless to talking and doing stuff at the same time. Just bear with. 2 ticks, 2 shakes of a lamb's tail, and I'll be back. So I think I've done it now. There we go. So yes, colouring in. I'll pop that up there now. For anybody coming in late. If you're coming in later to watch, hello, hi. If you're brand new, go watch some of my other demos and things. What you get is completely 100% warts and all. If it goes wrong, it goes wrong. I'm not bothered if it goes right, hooray, whatever else. But hi Jane, hi Helen, hi Lorna, hi Val, hi Sheila. I'd say the school register. I love it. Hi to everyone. You like the one with the hat on? If possible, do you know what it is? I always draw everything with massive eyes. I've got big eyes. Chris was born with big eyes. Thankfully, he grew into his. Bella's got massive eyes. I think it's just because we've all got big eyes. So, oh, there you go. Yeah, I forgot to message Helen so far. Jane, I was supposed to message you. Anyway, you're both here now. So this is how I colour in, mostly. It chops and changes. I use alcohol ink, watercolours and colour pencil. Usually all 3 together. Sometimes just 1 or 2, depending on what I feel like. Again, it's not set in stone. The alcohol markers, don't go and buy. Hi, Lisa. Don't go and buy like ridiculously expensive alcohol pens, because I mainly just use them for skin tones. And this is what I've decided my preferred way of doing skin tones is the alcohol markers. I always loved watercolor. There is, if you go back over many of my videos and things, I have done whole things on making skin tones. I will briefly go over it again today. But this is how I color on my kits, on the paper that it comes on. The alcohol markers I use is a mix. This is them all here in the bag. I've been using the Crafters Companion ones mostly because you've got these tri-blends and it's got your light, medium and dark all in one pen. It comes in a tan blend, a fair blend, a brown gold brown blend. You can get them in a brush pen or a bullet tip. Also Arteza do ones. I've got these super cheap ones which I don't even know what, they're not branded, they're just off Amazon, like cheap as chips. Just different ones. I don't spend a fortune on them because I haven't got a fortune. Watercolors I use, mainly using these. They are coming back in stock soon. I just need a couple of weeks. This is coming back into stock as well soon. I promise. I've way underestimated how many people would want it. So I'm so sorry about that. But to start off, the colouring. It's going to be nice and chilled. And yes. Nice. Love the jelly art. Love the jelly plate. In fact, we haven't done the jelly plate for a while, have we? It's not enough hours. Do you think I should just go live every day? I don't think I could now. I've got a Bella. I want to start off with the I'm going to grab another bit of card actually, because I will show the difference. Oh, so this one is, where's it gone? Fair Skin. So you've got your light, your medium, and your dark on these ones, the Crafters Companion ones. So light, medium, and dark. That's your fair, and then you've got your tan, which again is your light, which is pretty much a shade darker than your next one from there. So you can use them all together, medium and dark. So you can see now how you can really start to get definition just with the pens. And then this is the gold brown blend. So you've got that, which will work well with them as well. So you don't think you've just got to use them as they are. And then this one, so you can get all the skin tones. And then light pink, which you can use for the blush. Light. Just checking out right. Medium. Oh, squeak, squeak. And dark. So that's basically how I sort of discover what blend I want to use. But I usually use these ones and then that one or that one with it, just to give it a little bit more depth. But then I do, most of the time with skin tones, I just use the alcohol now. But like I say, this is just what I do. So fair skin, we'll do it on the middle one because she seems, this one here, because she seems to be a little bit bigger than the rest. Oh, just all over. It's going to be quite chilled tonight. Again, I don't worry too much about going over our lips and things because you can easily just go over with another colour. Our neck and our knees. Unless you want to have tights on, then you can do them whatever colour you want. So saturate it first just with the one colour. Now, different people will tell you different things. They'll say, like, start off with your dark and add your lightest in. I'm very much start your light and then build it up. The lightest one pretty much is just for, like, sort of the inside of our face. That's what I use it for. Again, completely up to you. Our neck will be darkest. The top of our legs and the bottom of our legs will be darkest here because that's where the shadow is. And then the dark. And just round our eyes. The cheeks along the bottom of here will be darker. So just if you look in the mirror, you'll be able to see exactly where it's darker on yourself. And then all I do is go back over with the lightest just to blend it all together. Super easy. I don't overthink it. Not many of my girls and things are really realistic. And then I'm going to go back in with the lightest of the gold brown and just add in even more into our ears in here, under our neck, a little bit here maybe. So it's not a lot. And then our legs here will be dark as well. So the lightest bit of our leg will be this bit here where you would think, oh, hands. The hands are tiny. And you can tell I can't do hands. Oh, every hand that I do looks the same. And then just over with the lightest stuff from the fair again, and I'll lift her up so you can see. And that is literally, if I wanted any darker, I'll take like a pencil and thingy it. I'll show you that later anyway. And then I go in with the pink, which I've lost. I'll probably go in with the darkest of the pink and just give her a little bit of colour. And it's up to you where you want our blush to go to. I usually do it under the eyes and round a little bit. With these ones, you can go in kind of full on with the blush. Hi, Ronald. And then over again with the lightest, and it just blends it all out. Always work on another sheet of paper though with alcohol inks, because the nature of them, they always go through. Because what's happened is, oh, thank you, Jane. They just, I don't attempt to do fingers. I have been practicing though. With the alcohol inks, what's happening is every time you put another layer on, it's pushing the next layer down. So when you go light, medium, dark, you're pushing the next layer down. So when you go back over with the lighter one again, it's pushing it through and it all blends seamlessly together. And that's what I like. When I was using that watercolors and things, I used to spend ages trying to blend them together. And this is what I found was best for me. Everybody's different though, and I think we'll give her brown eyes, and I'm just going to take the darkest of the gold brown because there's not much space to give her the colour there. Don't worry if you go into the whites of the eye though, because that's what a white pen's for. Then most of the time I either give them one coat of alcohol pen, and then I go in with the watercolours over the top, and then pencil. Or you can add a couple of different like light and darks and things in, and then just go over with your pencil. I'll do a dress like that, and then our wings and things will use the watercolour and the pencil, and you'll be able to see the difference. So all over with the lighter pink. So quiet in the sitting room. Bella must have gone back to sleep. Little Miss Bella is pathetic when you try and take her for a walk, I have to say. And what have I got here? I'm looking for a different colour pink. This one. So I'm going to go in with the darker of this one, just where it would be darker on the dress. So the lines are there anyway to show where the creases in the dress are. Just like that, I think, and then back over with the lighter. And this could be a purple, you could add a blue, whatever you want, which I will show you as well as we move on. So this one won't blend totally perfect because it's really, really dark. You ideally need another one in between, but it will still work. Like I say, I'm no colouring expert. This is just kind of what I've picked up. She's with Chris. Hi there. Hi, Kim. Hi, everybody that's come in, that's snuck in, I didn't see. Hi, Joan. Yeah, she's with Chris, so she's probably gone back to sleep. You can go in with an even lighter colour as well if you want to. But I think this is slightly darker. Actually, I think it is. I'll blend it over again just in case. So if you've got different colour pinks, practice with them on a different piece of paper first. Just on a scrap piece of paper. But you can already see how it's kind of blending a bit. And then watercolours. Where's my pen? And with your watercolours, mine, I spilled ink into them. So I've got my scrap piece of paper here that will tell us if it's got green ink in. So to wake them up, where's my water gone? I'll just spray some water into them to get them started off. And then, no, I think we're good. Oh, it's kind of a purpley colour, bear with. There we go, that'll do. And then you can go over with watercolour. Again, you don't have to do this. This is just because I tend to do everything a bit extra. It's kind of just in my head. I just think the more layers of colour that you can get on, sometimes. I'm going with a red for the little heart here. And I think we're going to go in with this red for our hair. And then have a darker red for the flower. So again with the hair, I don't overthink it. You can just use the alcohol markers just the same as I did the dress. I don't know why I tend to go with all three mediums for everything. I think it's just because I like the different effects you get. As with watercolours, you can kind of brush them out to next to nothing. The alcohol markers go on seamless. And it depends, the hair's texture, so the watercolour I feel is better for that. Obviously the face and things are quite smooth, especially when you're doing fairies and things like that and make believe. I don't worry too much about staying inside the lines either, because usually I am going to fussy cut them out. But if you are going to die cut them out, are you going to sort of cut them out so you've got like a little bit of a border or whatever? It's up to you if you want to stay in the lines or not. Again, the craft police will not come. Oh. What a no correct you do that. Oh, thank you, Lorna. Thank you. But honestly, I'm not. I'm not. It's all just been for fun that I've learned. Okay. Today I have pretty much fought with technology all day long. My printer stopped printing in colour. So everybody's labels are black and white. Sometimes it does it. The postman did come and collect everything though, which is fabulous. So what I've done here is I've gone over all one colour. I'm going to go in with a different colour red, reddy orange. And basically on the lines of our hair, where all the lines are, I'm just going to go in with a different colour. Not overthinking it too much. I've got quite a wet brush, but it's not soaking. And I just want to blend it in a little bit. And it should blend together quite well. And again, hair's very... When you're going anyway, if you're walking around the shops or anything, look at everybody's hair and look at all the different colours going on. So the more crazy it is, probably the better. With like light and shade and things. I think I'm going to give her a purple. I'm not taking the red off the brush. Hi, Maureen. Did I win? No. No, the printer won. I sat down. I give in. I've left the red on the brush and I've gone into a blue. And we're going to have a purple coloured rose. Just for now. It might change as we go. And I always have kitchen roll or some sort of tissue or something just to clean the brush off with when I don't want to contaminate it. I think I'm going to go in and give her purple wings as well, so it all stays in like together with the colour. So whilst is it boring watching somebody colour? I don't think it is, but it does help watching a video of somebody else doing it. You might not agree with everything I do. You might think I'm a bit of a faff, but if you take a little bit away and put it into your style, then you kind of build up your own way of doing things as well. So whilst I've learned off so many other people over the years, I've kind of made my own style of doing it. So it works for me. Again, not worrying too much if the colour bleeds a little bit into the other. It all adds to being authentic. Has everybody else had a nice day today? Tell us about the start of your day. So whilst I like that, and that would do, especially if you're in a hurry or you need to make a quick card or whatever, I would now dry that off. And this is where I start adding most of the depths and things. You can do it all with watercolour, you can do it all with alcohol. Sometimes I will, but most of the time this is what I do. And it's kind of a cheat. And you don't have to use the most expensive pencils, the most expensive watercolours, the most expensive alcohol markers, and so on and so forth. Because I don't. I wish I could. The colouring pencils I use are the Posca ones. They're about £50. I did have a look before I come online. They are £50 on Amazon for this set, but you don't need this. If you've got the Maya Himi ones, that Tony was selling, they will be perfect as well because they're oil based. Taking the grandkids to the... Oh, lovely. Oh, it's not beach weather here. I've got a video on my phone of taking Bella out today, and that little dog will not go out in the rain. She hates walking in the rain. Honestly, so we're walking and she would stop and sit down and lift one paw up. And I'd say, at first I was like, oh, what's wrong with your paw kind of thing? Have you stood on something? So I went over, checked. And then she was sitting down, so I was literally having to drag the poor little puppy. And then she would lift the other paw up, so I checked that paw, and it went around all 4 paws, so only 3 were getting wet at the same time. It was just, yeah, it was a fun walk. We didn't get very far. Pencils. So what I'm going to do is basically, starting off at the bottom of it, I'm going to pull out some colour. And it doesn't have to be the darkest. I might keep it dark in here and go light around the outside. Okay, round her hair. And this is where you kind of neaten, like I kind of neaten everything up as well. If I'm breathing on down the phone, I'm sorry, I'm very close. Just like that. And then you can take a lighter one, which I'm going to take a lighter colour pencils. Oh, the dog, yes, she certainly has. Certainly has. The fares are crazy, aren't the prices? And then I'm going to go in with a lighter colour, and I'll lift it up to show you as well. Because all the colouring and things that's done on the kits and things, you know, the pre-coloured kits that I do, I've coloured all those in. And when I put them in, when I scan them in and things, I don't change them all that much because I don't want them to look fake. So you can see the light around there, you can see the lighter here. I don't want it to look computer whatever it is. So far, so good. So the wings are in the background. They're really dark here where they're behind her. But then I've lightened around the edge with the lighter colour, pink. And then in the rose, let's see what we've got. Oh, dark red here. Into the purple, all I do is kind of follow the lines around. Doesn't have to be spot on. I'm sure I've done this in other videos as well, so it's probably not new information. But just by following the lines around, sort of lifting it off and just moving it. That's better. You can kind of see how it's changing it. But if you've got a white pencil as well, you can go in on the corners and start to add in those highlights. If you're pushing on really, really hard with your pencil, you're going to burnish the colour in, and you're not going to be able to layer up the colours. You see how it's starting to come to life? Just a little bit. And whilst, like I say, it might seem like a faff on, it's really quite relaxing. I find it relaxing anyway. When I'm doing it, and take a full day to colour in when I'm doing the kits and things, but I love it. And then even in here, you can go in with the white, or start adding some into the middle of the wings, you know, where it feels really dark. And just pull it out. But if you're going really, really hard with your pencils straight away, I'll show exactly what I mean. So going really, really hard with the pencils over and over and over again, you're going to get this lovely matte colour here. But you're not going to be able to work over the top of it. Nothing will stick. It just kind of, you don't get the lines. It doesn't stay. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot, Kelly. I didn't get an Easter egg, you know. You know how absolutely awful that is. And I didn't even go and buy any cheap ones in the shop because, well, I'm too lazy to go to the shop. In our hair, we've got these lovely oranges and things. I think I'll go in with a corally colour. And again, just adding in different highlights and flashes. And whilst the light is not great in here today, I'm ever so sorry. I must say, alright, is the light alright for you? Shall I go in a bit further? Move the light down a bit. Oh, that's really bright. So again, just going in, and I'll probably do this with a couple of colours. Good, Jane, I'm pleased. I'm pleased. Oh, or was it you didn't know I didn't get an Easter egg and I'm heartbroken? Or they're going in too hard with the coloured pencils. I'm pleased I do help sometimes, because I mean, not everything I say is new news, but sometimes it's just hearing it again. Again, just going in different places. So here, the hair behind that ear will be darker. So kind of pull up the colour there. And down here will be darker. Around here. And it's just little bits like that. Again, it does not need to be perfect. Round the rows will be darker. And we can already see how many different colours is coming into our hair. And it doesn't have to be totally perfect. But again, the more that you try to get everything totally perfect, when you haven't got one particular part perfect, you're gonna notice anything that isn't perfect. Sorry, I'm reading at the same time. Do you have a Sainsbury's? I haven't got a Sainsbury's near me. I've got a Aldi and a Asda, and they're pretty much useless. But I'm guessing by the time I get there, because I don't leave the house unless I absolutely have to. I go out with Bella, but if I can get out of going to a supermarket, I absolutely will. Thursday I'll be going. Thursday is the day I usually go out and do all my stuff. I think in our wings, I might add some blue. Just because we can. Just in this middle bit here. So over the white, and it's just a hint of the colours, and blend it. But again, don't push on too hard. Just going over it bit by bit. Kind of makes the colour better anyway. So just going over a few times, and you see that blend? We could even start to blend in a little bit blue into our dress if we want to. And the blue can come up here. So it looks starting to look like she's got a trim. If you want to start adding glitter over the top of it and things as well, you know, them glitter, what are they called? Twinkles? What are they called? The Ranger ones. Twinkles? Stickles! And see how it's come to life. Yeah, I totally agree with that, Dominique. Get them eating. Little. Oh, the difference between wax and oil. One's made of wax and one's oil. Oil's a bit softer, to be honest. Apart from pointing out what I've just said, which is sorry. Which is obvious, isn't it? Oil's softer. Wax can be quite tough. Certain wax pencils can be quite hard. But it depends. Honestly, it depends who. It depends on different brands and things. Literally, I've got these because I've got them as a present of Michael, and I love them. Absolutely love them. It was when he was when he would buy his art supplies. You can even start adding little bits of blue into our hair. Not loads, just to add shadow and things. And it doesn't always have to be the darkest of colours to add shadow. And if you don't like it, you can just pretend that the highlights and put the white pen there. And now for our face. I'll show you that so far. Whoop, I've lost that pencil. You see how she's starting to come to life? Where did it go? I don't want to leave it there because I'll forget that I dropped it. Where on earth is it? We'll leave it. We'll come back to that. Somebody remind us at the end. Oh, got a really, really dark brown and a lighter. So for our eyes and things like that. Our face, sorry. I've got the lighter of the brown. So very, very lightly. just a little bit. Just going in. And it just gives a little bit definition near the top of her hair and things like that. Around her head, very, very lightly though. This is where you don't want to press on too hard. Over her eye. And around there. Just a little bit shadow. Would be here as well, around her knee. Can you tell the difference when I'm colouring and when I'm getting excited all about colours and things like that? How much chilled out I am. Can't even speak. There you go. You can already see the definition coming in. And all I would do to finish her off is... There you go. You don't need to use the alcohol markers. You could just use Sharpie. Colour in totally blank colours and then use your pencils to add in your shade and your shadow. Or you could just do exactly the same with watercolours. Or you could, like I say, it depends on how confident you feel. And this pen that I'm using, I think it's an Arteza one. It just depends what's in front of us, then I pick it up. If you don't like the white pen though, you don't have to do the white pen. I'm just obsessed with the white pen. And her hair. And again, if you're going to go over and you've gone on too hard with your crayon, you'll find your white pens don't work. So in some places where you can sort of see where it's not going on great, it's where I've added more pencil. But don't overthink the white pen either, it's just highlights. And we're already started on the rose. So if you feel like you've lost any of the definition, go back over with a dark pen. It could be dark brown, it could be black, whatever you want, and add the definition back in. But it's basically just little highlights, nothing too... And anywhere you've gone over on an eye, you don't want to look jaundiced. If you've gone over the whites of an eye, just add them back in. Add the little highlights back in, because then you will see her come to life. And look how cute she is. Look how cute she is! And she needs some lipstick. So any bits that you sort of haven't gotten to, just add them in the end. There you go. Medicinal. Are you having a hot toddy? Alcohol pens hit me. No, they don't. So that is the girl. I thought we could do a dragonfly as well, because they are little fiddly things. And honestly, what I do for these is I take the skinniest part of a pen, a fine liner, and I just fake it. These are ones I've done. And it's just, there's nothing spectacular done with them. I think I used just permanent markers. I found the trick with this is not adding too many colours all at once. Because then it can kind of start to look really gory. If you had every colour under the sun in the one place, where if you use a couple of shades of the same colour, it's not quite as yucky looking. And then use a white pen to pull out different highlights, or a black pen to add in anything else. And I never stain the lines with these, never ever, because they're the fiddly little things. If you've got fine liners, coloured biros, use them. They're perfect. I did sort of look for about 20 seconds before I got distracted for mine. So we're doing this. But it's the same thing. If you've got a Home Bargains, they've sometimes got coloured fine liners and the glittery ones in for next to nothing. Try with them. I've done that the wrong way around. Nobody will know. Just wing it. Sorry, I'm missing loads of comments. If you have asked anything and I've missed it, please do just send us a message or reply on the video after, because for some reason I can't see the live chat after. Very annoying. So going over this, then we're going to add one last colour into this and then white. That'll do. I could use them, couldn't I? I don't know where they are. See, Helen, memory like a sieve, they would be ideal. Useless over here. I'm going to go in with a dark blue. You're wearing a Dragonfly t-shirt. I have got a dragon. I've been putting stuff onto cups and things like that. I think I've showed you before the cups that I've done, but I've got a lovely Dragonfly one to go on a reusable cup. When I do it, I'll show you. Right, so where was it up to there when I seen different? Something was different here. Sometimes it does, because I use a streaming service, so I can do both Facebook and YouTube together. I can't see the comments after. On Facebook though, I can only actually see, if you're watching the video on any of the groups that I've shared to, I can only see the comments coming through from the one on Emma's Happy Place page and the YouTube one. So if you are on other videos, I can't actually see the chat, which is a bit rubbish. But if anybody does, I always encourage anybody just to send us a message, because it's much easier. Ah, see, there you go. Does it? Hi, Rianne. Oh. And in the white highlights, this will hide any little sins you've got going on. You could even, any little bits that you've kind of done different, you can add a white highlight instead, or a black. But just because these are fiddly, I don't tend to overthink anything about them. If you've got glitter markers, it would be fabulous for this. I did do some in glitter, but of course that would require being organised. Helen actually said to us today, if you haven't got, if you've already planned tonight's live, and I said I don't plan anything. It's usually 10 minutes beforehand I think about what I'm going to do. But these are ones that I have coloured in exactly the same as I've done that. I've just added the white highlight, and it looks like I've done a lot more work than I actually have. Is the light okay? Let's think. Oh, frog, all greens. So for this, again, I would take an alcohol marker to start off with, and this is how I colour the frog in. So because you're going to cut them out, really, because they're so simple, you don't have to do too much to them. You can add in a couple of shades with an alcohol mark. Again, not overthinking, you just have a light and a medium or whatever. So I've just done 2 colours there, but then I would go in with the pencil. And this is where I totally bring it to life. And he's such a grumpy little looking frog. But again, any of this, it just takes practice. I keep saying it's like you weren't born knowing how to walk. It took however long, a year, 18 months to learn, maybe longer. Even longer if you're Christopher and just decides that you don't decide that you want to. So you can add in little dots on the fine liner, just like that. A little bit on his back. Again, just making sure that you keep the little whites in the eyes and things. That's what kind of brings them to life a little bit. But there you go. There's your frog. Once he's cut out, any imperfections or anything, it doesn't really matter. Light's good. Fantastic. And these, again, really, really easy. I thought I'd do one of these because it's more of an open flower. And we'll go in, find the one that isn't contaminated with green. I can hear movement. Bella must be up. Is she up, Chris? Is she up? She's been up for a while. Oh, sure, you're going to let her out? All right. That's the new baby going outside. Doesn't like her paws wet.
Where bags?
My bags? Oh, the thingy bags. If you have a look in my coat pocket. They're in my coat pocket, son. The poop bags. The poop bags. I love this frog so much. And the newt as well. The newt, him done in fluorescent pinks is fabulous. Rihanna, how I colour most things in. Honestly, just doesn't matter about outside the lines or anything. So we've got yellow and we're going to go in with pink. And just sort of letting the water do the work. Pulling it out. But then again, because I now find that this can look quite wishy-washy compared to adding the pencil, I always tend to go in and add pencil. Turn your work as well. I can't always do it when I'm live because I keep hitting the camera. But and you can even go over with a third colour, which is a darker red in the watercolour, and just not go quite as far down. But I still add the pencil over the top. Try Crayola pencils, to be honest, before you go and buy any. If any of your grandkids or anything have got pencils, try those first. I'm thinking we'll do this bit of the flower with the red as well. That is just the cutest, isn't it? Should I do one just for random in the next kit? Just a page of loads of these frogs bigger, just so we can all have a frog, and just pop it in. Oh, all orders have gone. If anybody coming in after, all orders have gone up to today. The paints are coming back again, and the punches and the starter kit will be back ASAP. Obviously, Easter's slowed everything down a bit, but as soon as they are back, I will let everybody know. I'm going to go back in with this darker yellow around the bottom, I think, and let them blend together even more. Yeah, I'm liking that better. Just like that. So we'll make this the last one, because doing the same thing over and over again. The rainbow crayons coming back as well. Yes, I've ordered lots of those because I want 90 million so I never run out. I will show you that again before I go off. I could do a hidden frog, just a random hidden frog in every single kit. That's a really cool idea, that. Actually, I've been working on the picture of Bella. I've been doing. I'll show you before we go off. So for this one, let's see what I can find. Oh, I've got a lovely red here. This one will be lovely. Even though we've gone in with red, just going in again really lightly. We'll just lift the colours. We're not changing it as such. We're just kind of smoothing it out. And because we're just pressing on lightly, we're just kind of dragging it out so it blends more effectively. And it kind of just takes the work off you a little bit. Oh, yes, thank you very much. And then there's that. And then again, have I got a different white pen? Just to show. I did have one. I promise I had one. Hold on, just lift you up a smidge. Emma, where's your marbles at, Emma? I left my brain outside. I always leave my brain outside the door when I come back in here. So this one is an acrylic pen, which doesn't seem to be working overly well either. I think I need to get some new white pens. I literally break every single one that I get my hands on. And I keep saying, oh, that pen's rubbish. You know what it is? It's not even the pen, it's me. I've decided, because I can't possibly beat every single white pen in the world. Just ends up broken when I touch it. Do you know what I need? I need a white pen with a dippy pen. Like a white ink with a dippy one. Look at that. Leaking. That could be a plan, actually. Opaque white ink with a dippy pen. Because I tend to dip these ones in. The puddle I get anyway, I tend to dip it back in just to get a little bit on the end. Guess what I'll be looking for? You can get, actually, there's a PH Martin, Doc Martin ink, and it is opaque white. I have got that somewhere, and I use it with a little brush, but because I misplace everything that I see I use, then it's really useless, actually. So that is my colouring. That's how I do it. Obviously, I sometimes can spend loads and loads more time on it, time dependent on stuff like that. But when you get going and practice makes perfect and all that, it's just, it really is. It's just practice. I'm going to show you this picture of Bella really, really quick. If I can. There she is. Hang on, I'll move the light. Move the light away so I can see. There she is. So getting there. It's starting to look more like her. So that's what I've been working on. I don't know what I'm doing it for. I just thought it would be nice. But again, the punch and the binding kit's coming back. The rainbow crayon is coming back as well, if I can find it. What did I do with mine? I literally just looked at it when I said it, so I can't have gone too far. I honestly think I've got borrowers in here, you know. Where has it gone? Unless that's on the floor as well. I'm going to have such avalanche here. It's like I can feel it, see it sliding down. Oh, there it is. This is the rainbow. It's an oil crayon. And then you just blend it with your finger. So they're coming back. Again, like I said, it's £5.50. And basically, once you get down past here, it won't sort of work like that. There's no way of getting it back up. But the colour does go quite far down. So you still will be able to use it just with a, like a earbud or whatever. Q-tip, I don't know what they're called. What are they called? The cotton wool stick things. I don't know what we call them in England. But they are coming back as well because, like I said, if you don't want them, I'll have them. I'm more than happy, but they did go. Yes, I will see you on Thursday at 7 p.m. I hope this did help. Do like and share and come back and comment and all that jazz, because I'm hoping that YouTube might start pushing me stuff a little bit eventually. Just, well, not for any other reason, and it's just nice to see new crafters, isn't it, really? And have a lovely, lovely week. Is that the picture of Bella? It's found a few white pens are okay for a little. And white pens, me and white pens. Yeah, I'm busy working on Bella. I'm trying to do it like really realistic, but everything I do always ends up looking a bit like cartoon, which I don't mind actually, because that's just me. But have a lovely evening. I will see you on Thursday at 7 p.m. Obviously, if anything changes, I will let you know. Have a lovely, lovely week, and I will see you very soon. Good night. Bye for now.